What kind of knowledge holds value? Many of us, myself included, likely privilege the type of knowledge that can be ascertained through scientific, objective means. But as academics, perhaps as scientists, must we hold all knowledge to this standard? And if we must, how do we reckon with unprovable knowledge? The musicals of Dave Malloy deal with the effect of scientific objectivity. Malloy presents three characters who all struggle with the same central issue. The way they understand the world is collapsing. This collapse is rooted in the problem of scientific objectivity. How do you know unscientific things scientifically? There are some professional ideologists, scientists who believe that the only path towards scientific knowledge is through scientific objectivity. And all knowledge will come to cede to the path of science. Philosophy, morality, religion, ethics, all of this will fall under the purview of science, which will come to answer every question man could ever ask. Now, believe it or not, this view is not really about science. It is called Scientism, and it is a viewpoint that proliferated radically in the mid-2000s with the rise of Richard Dawkins, author of The God Delusion. However, not everyone who ascribed to this ideology was forever satisfied with the breadth of Scientism's worldview. It is here that Malloy intersects with the question of how we know what we know and the emotional, dare I say, spiritual cost of scientific objectivity. These three characters all suffer when the ideology, the dogma of scientism, fails when pitted against the most important human questions. Why do we love? What happens when we die? And most importantly, for the professional ideologist, are we forever robbed of wonder and of joy? There are myriad ways in which the scientific fails when interacting with the human. We all just lived through one of the largest failures of scientific communication ever, which Malloy saw fit to write into his musical octet, writing a reference to the CDC in between its pre- and post-COVID runs. All of this to say, the primacy of scientific knowledge at the larger cultural level is failing us, especially if a guy is writing musicals about it. Thank you.